Space. No, not the final frontier. It's the thing that every collector runs out of. So today, I go over storage options and display options, and why I chose that display case. And it just so happens that I'm giving that case away. No, not my case. You're getting your own case. So stay tuned on this episode on how to enter. So let's go. Welcome back to the journey. And if anybody out there is watching for the first time, for the last 11 months, I have been on a dream journey to collect all the Star Wars Kenner vintage that was made from 1977 to 1985. So if you've been watching every week, you've seen that case getting filled up. And it's been fun to watch it fill up week after week. Very satisfying. It's kind of like popping bubble wrap. That is weirdly satisfying. And Drew, the owner of Collector Displays, who makes that case, him and I are hosting a giveaway to say thank you for getting this channel to 10,000 subscribers. Now that's crazy. So you're gonna have a chance to win the same model case that I have. So stay tuned for details later on in the show to find out how you can enter. But what did I do before I had that case? Well, I had them stored away in my collection drawer, which you can buy at thepadawancollector.com. And while you're there, you can check out bonus material, blogs, reference photos, and you can go to the Collector Depot. You can find accessories that you might need for your collection. And there's also some free collector sheets there, so get them while they are free. I always knew that I wanted to display my collection in a special way. So on episode 7, I took you through my thought process on how I narrowed down my decision to get that case. And that's a big decision because some displays are a big purchase. I mean, just think about the biggest items that you have in your collection. A display is almost like buying one of your grail pieces. Almost. A display is either one of two things. One, you either pay a lot of money to get a kick-butt display, or two, you spend a lot of time to create your own display. And time equals money to me. But you can find some great options that don't cost a lot of money. And I include that case as not expensive. So my favorite alternate choice of all time is Barrister bookcases. And if you watched episode 7, you know how much I love Barrister bookcases. And here's why. The cabinet door slides open, and you can also modify these bookcases to put LEDs or back prints. And the inside of the cabinet, it's usually pretty big. Now, to be honest, if you buy a new one in high quality wood or metal, the prices can get astronomical. But the good thing about these is a lot of them are found secondhand, either at garage sales, estate sales, antique stores, or on secondhand apps like OfferUp. And I've seen a lot of these for a steal of a deal. Most of them you have to pick up, but if you live in that area, get in your car or rent a van and pick these up. I mean, the resale value on these things is huge too, if you take care of them. And the other reason why I like them is because so many styles were made in the Barrister look. You can find them in premium wood, metal, and quirky colors to pretty much match any decor of your house. And I am a stickler for design. I mean, have you seen my Instagram layout? And I swear I am not OCD. That sounded like I was trying to convince myself. And then there's always the more modern looking cabinets, the Detolfs and cabinets of that nature. And those look great because they pretty much fit anywhere. I mean, who doesn't like a glass case? It's like museum quality. And those fit in a lot of people's budgets. And plus, you can stack them side by side and they're made to look like they just fit with each other. And then there is the ultra modern look, the ones that look like Tony Stark would house his collectibles inside them. And those ultra looking cases have the ultra prices to them too. But the thing that's cool about those is how modular they are. And usually all of them come with pre-built LED lighting. And you can stack them and arrange them so they grow when your collection grows. But I'm collecting vintage, and I wanted my collection to reflect that style. Now, I don't want to put them in an orange shag carpet box or a wood walnut panel display. No. So way back when, I Googled custom Star Wars display cases, because what I wanted was my display cases to look like the card backs. And I did this research even before I collected a single figure, because honestly, I used some of these cases to shape my run because I wanted my collection to perfectly fit the case that I chose. And this was a big decision in my collecting journey. I mean, it's almost as big as naming your firstborn. Some of you may think that's an over-exaggeration, but for those of you who know, you know. A display case is a commitment, so you better like it. And I'm a big proponent of gut feelings, so when I found collector displays on the internet, my gut said yes. But just like anything else, I had been looking at other options for a good solid 2 months, and all the pricings that I found were coming in around $1,500 to $1,600 for a complete case. And some of them were just selling the kits, meaning that they only sold the printed vinyl background. No cabinet, no shelving, and no UV covering. And the one that I wanted from Collector Displays was just under $600. That checked off a major box for me. And so I contacted him because there were some things that I wanted to find out. Number one, he's in the UK and I'm in the USA. So I wanted to find out exactly how shipping would work. And at that time, it just so happened that he was shipping his first order to the US. And I happened to find that guy and not stalk him, but I found some posts that he did on how his delivery went, and he was actually setting up his case. And by the look of everything and the way that he was posting, everything seemed fine. That's when I felt comfortable about really talking business about buying that case. And after talking to Drew, come to find out, he's a collector himself. And he's a really nice guy. And that probably checked off the most important box to me. I don't buy products just because I like the way they function or how they handle. I buy products that I believe in, mostly because of how the companies run and who's running the companies. And I just didn't want to have a high quality product. I want that product backed by people who believe in the collectors and who are actually good and cool people themselves. And I was just glad I wasn't the first USA guinea pig to get that shipment, so that made things better for me. So I placed my order down and it arrived safely to me right here in the USA. Now, if you live in the UK, you have the option of either picking it up fully built or you can get it delivered fully built to you. But that option isn't available for US buyers, and for the best reason ever. For starters, it would cost an arm and a leg because that box would be super bulky. And plus, when it's built, that's just more risk for it to be broken. But the way that it came shipped, it was packed nicer than a drill sergeant's uniform drawer. And I highly, highly recommend for you to watch episode 17, where I take you through the complete unboxing, the building, and the review of that case. If anything more, just for the weird things I was talking about while I was building it. Who do you think the strongest Star Wars character is? It would be a really good fight between Chewbacca, a Man-O-Man, and a Wampa. I'm gonna get the intergalactic Don King to set up that fight. I had to kill time somehow. I get weird when I have to kill time. But the build was really easy. All it takes was a couple of simple tools and about an hour of your time. But here is the unexpected thing that happened to me while I was building it. Do you remember the first time that you got your first action figure carrying case? And for me, it was the Empire Strikes Back vinyl case, the one with the red trays and the name stickers. Do you remember taking a great deal of time trying to figure out what figures were gonna go on what tray and how you were gonna order them and the stickers that you had to put down? Because that was the ultimate sign of commitment. At that time in your life, that was probably the biggest decision that you had to make. But the coolest thing that happened to me as I was placing my action figures inside each slot, that memory I hadn't thought about since 1981, when I was 5 years old. And when I bought that case and I was putting my figures in that display, that was the memory that that case brought to me, and the nostalgia of me being that 5-year-old kid really thinking about organizing his figures. And that is a big reason of why I collect, for the nostalgia. So that is the story behind that case. And what's cool about going to Collector Displays is that they have a lot of cases to choose from. And if you see that case on the bottom, that's my creature case. And that's where I house my loose Jabba playset, my Rancor, my Dewback, my Tauntauns, and my Wampa, and my 90 graded Dianoga Trash Monster. Yes, that was a brag. And since I've been collecting vehicles and playsets, I've been struggling with how am I gonna display them? And how am I gonna protect them? Of course I can buy acrylic cases for the boxes, but when I buy loose things like my Millennium Falcon, I've been searching for an acrylic case for that thing forever. Well, Collector Displays delivered again. And they have a new kit coming out called Mod Box It. It's in development right now, but I can't wait for the pre-orders to start, because the first Mod Box It that I'm gonna get is for that Falcon. And the second and third thing I'm gonna get for it is to house my Ahsoka Hot Toys in. And let's just face it, I need it for my Black Series helmets too. So how would you get that case? Well, you can go online to Collector Displays, and the website is right here, and it's also in the description of this video. Or you can enter the giveaway to get that case for free. And here's how. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, the Padawan Collector. Follow Collector Displays on Instagram. And follow me, the Padawan Collector, on Instagram. And those links are in the description of this video, and they're also in the comment. In the comment section of this video, type in #display. And you have until Thursday, August 11th, 2022 at midnight Pacific Daylight Time to enter. There is no fee to enter, shipping is free to the winner, so all you have to do is qualify and enter. And I'm gonna announce the winner on a live stream on August 13th, 2022 at 9 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And be sure to watch the live stream to see if you won. And you don't have to be there live in order to win. But you do have to qualify. So I am gonna pick alternate people in case the candidate that's picked doesn't qualify. So make sure you follow the rules to a T, because I would hate to pick a name and find out that you didn't follow the rules. Thank you to Drew over at Collector Displays for hosting such an awesome giveaway. And be sure to check out Collector Displays website to see all the amazing cases that they have to offer. Plus to keep up with the news on their new offering, Mod Box It. And thanks to you, all of you out there, for supporting this channel and being a part of this journey. You guys make this fun. And please visit thepadawancollector.com for bonus material and accessories that you may need for your collection. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. That does support the channel. And please consider subscribing if you want to see more Star Wars and collecting content from me. And also, hit that notification bell so you know when episodes go live. I post videos every Sunday with bonus content throughout the week. And I can't wait to give away that case, so good luck to all of you on that giveaway. And as always, my friends, thank you, and I will see you next time. If you're new to the channel, check out the welcome video, or just check out the next episode. And please subscribe if you want to follow the journey. And remember, there is no shame in being a Padawan.